I'm Adesoji Oni. I'm the pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Myself and my wife, we met when we were actually doing our youth service.
We served together in Coca-Cola in Nigeria, Nigerian bottling company in Ikeja.
We eventually got married in 1989, December we got married. We started the process and a journey.
I never even knew that we would have any delay. I didn't even bargain for such.
After going to those hospitals, they would tell us that no, there is nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with your wife, so what's the delay?
But one good thing about his family is that they didn't disturb me. None of them.
Mother-in-law in particular believed that cleaving to Jesus alone was not going to be enough.
My mom now called me and said, I'm warning you, this fine man, girls will follow him, ladies will follow him and give him children.
It was difficult really to know that they were passing through that kind of situation.
Somebody introduced me to a doctor. The doctor did the IVF. At the end of the day, nothing happened. So I just told my husband, I'm not interested again.
The pressure was more on my wife, my parents each time, and even my siblings and all my uncles, aunties. I used to tell them that, look, it's either Jesus or no other, and they agreed with me. Said that where time was going, that why don't you try something? A midwife, massaging. We looked at it. Most of the time when they do that, they will be making something for you to be taken, and those things were more or less like concoctions.
Port Harcourt environment, there was so much talk about people buying babies.
The latest one, which was the adoption, about the year that we actually had the baby. Sister, who we never discussed with, just called, said that she had a revelation that we carried a baby, and that baby now turned out not to be a proper child.
I was so annoyed. I said, no, what does God want us to do? We heard that the pastor was saying that if they know God is working, why hasn't God done it for them? And then eventually, God showed up.
Because as we returned from the US, it was the following month that my wife actually conceived.
I said, what? So I now kept quiet for a long time. I didn't tell my husband anything. Anytime I go for scan, they will tell me one scan result will say is 1, another one will say is 2. Eventually,
we discovered that it was 3 babies. The doctors were worried because of my wife's age, because by this time she was about 49, going to 50. And this was already about 22 years into our marriage. So they were wondering, how will she be able to cope with 3? Though the babies, we had to bring them out through elective CS at about 8 months, because at that time my wife couldn't bear it again. To move was even a problem. Sleeping was totally gone. She would actually sit down to sleep. When the babies came, within the space of 30 minutes, I've received calls from virtually all the continents of the world.
That day, the whole world had.
God had given a prophecy to our father in the Lord, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, that God was releasing 70,000 children. And later on he said he had told God to increase it to 100,000. And we had 3 out of those children, so God just gave me an inspiration, and I called them also by name Miracles, Signs and Wonders. So one was given Miracle, the first one, the second one Signs, and the third one Wonders.